All right, so here we are, day 2 on the show court. So we've got St Catherine's College from the Whitsundays versus St Michael's College from Merrimack down on the Gold Coast. So they're both in Pool 3, and Whitsundays had the centre court pass just to start the game.
There we go, turnover there. Merrimack's possession now.
Normally takes them a little bit of time just to get themselves into a bit of a rhythm on moving the ball around, just sort of gel again. Hopefully they had a good night's rest last night. They'll have a few games on today. Scores are still 0-0. It's gone from one end to the other and it's heading back down again for St Catherine's. So they've got a throw in down in their own goal third. And a bit of a bobble of the ball there. They've got it back and it's into the goal shooter for St Catherine's.
Nice goal to start.
Good morning and welcome to the QISSN Carnival. Did you know QISSN started back in 2000 with just 16 teams, and look at it now. From a small beginning to a massive...
Bit of a loose ball there, but so turnover for the Whitsundays now.
I think that's game 1 sort of nerves for day 2.
Yeah, they'll gel into it throughout the day, hopefully.
Well, even sort of later this half, or certainly next half, they'll sort of work out their position. They'll have a bit of an idea on the opposition. Well, it's just been evened up. Oh no, sorry. 2 points. 2 points to St Catherine's College from the Whitsundays.
Turnover there and Merrimack's ball now.
St Michael's had the idea there, sort of moving it pretty well down the court. They got it down near the circle, but a little bit of a loose carry. St Catherine's move it down. They get it to the goal attack. A little lob pass over to the goal shooter. And it falls into the hoop. So that's a good start for St Catherine's. 3 points up. See what St Michael's can do here. There's a tip. There's a throw in for St Catherine's. Oh, another intercept from St Michael's. Sort of a loop pass. It was an interesting one, but it worked.
Slow down. Up.
Oh, she stepped out the goal attack.
Seems like they're
St.
just
Michael's.
going a bit fast into the circle sometimes, losing it going into the circle.
Sometimes it's important just to slow it down a little bit and just try and get control. Allow the girls just to move into open spaces or even drive forward for the ball rather than try and push the passes. There we go, so St Michael's got their opportunity to open the scorecard. unfortunately, it missed. St. Catherine's now, bit of contact there. Oh, there's a good intercept. St. Michael's have tipped it away, but then it's regathered by St. Catherine's. Still a little bit of stop and start at the moment, bit of contact occurring. There's a good goal there from the goal attack. So that was Emily, the goal attack, co-captain for St. Catherine's. So if you're watching the live stream, you want to put up a comment or whatever, post up your comments. There's a few that come up on our screen here. So St. Catherine's get another goal there, so they're now leading 5 points to 0 over St. Michael's. Goal shooter for St. Michael's, just unsuccessful on that one, but ball was tapped out by St. Catherine's, so they might get another opportunity coming up soon.
Hopefully they can get their first goal to open things up here.
Yeah, I think once they got the first and they know they can do it, they know they can get the ball down there, and there they have, they've done it.
There we go.
So 5-1, so they're on the board. Give them a bit of confidence going, yep, we can get it down there. Oh, St. Catherine's, bit of an error there. A bit of a wild throw, a bit too long. Must have been holding there for that one to be called in that position. A free pass. Oh, there's a good one. Good little over-the-head pass from the goal shooter to the goal attack for St. Michael's, and in we go.
There we go. Another one there on the board.
And they've got centre pass again too, so they might be able to get down again with this one. They're starting to move a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
It's all a mental game once you get one and you don't feel like you're as behind.
Oh, absolutely.
You can always perform a lot better.
Just that confidence. Either there's a good rebound or ricochet off the other player. Yep. So the goal shooter for St. Michael's, there we go again. So closing the gap, so 5 points to 3. So St. Catherine's is still up, they're doing well. And certainly St. Michael's have moved the ball really well and good passing. St. Michael's, I think they're getting a bit more confident now, that's for sure. Getting themselves in a good position. We've got the goal shooter for St. Michael's.
There's a nice little sneaky pass in there too.
Yeah, that was a good one. And a centre pass again, so for St. Michael's. Oh, footwork, she got called for footwork. Never mind, she's straight back. Some of them are pretty quick, the change or turn of speed, as well as change of direction is pretty good.
Nice little touch there from the St. Michael's centre.
I like how the wing attack just waited for the ball to come to her, didn't panic. Oh, held ball, that's unfortunate.
Queensland Country Bank, Monday Natural Sweets and Metals Australia.
Looks like it's a throw-in pass. No, penalty. There's good positioning from St Michael's, the goal shooter, right near the hoop. And she gets that one in.
Evening it up now, back to 5-all.
So yeah, they're going to make a game of it. This is good. Very evenly contested. I think whoever organises the pools and the teams within the pools have done a good job. So the last game was pretty tight in the first sort of bit, and then this one here is certainly tight in the first half. And we've got just over a minute to go, so there's still opportunities for both teams here. St Catherine's get that one in. St Michael's centre pass. Oh, there was a good tip there. Was that goal defence? So throw in from the goal shooter. Another good one. So it's even again with 40 seconds to go.
This is going to be a very good game if it's like this in the second half.
Emerald to come on over to the main tent. The Mayor's College QISSN 10, they're missing a scorecard from
The tip by St Michael's just knocked it out. So St Catherine's might get another opportunity here for another goal. And they do, successful with that one. So 7 seconds. And we go to the break. I won't say 6-7, I'll say 7-6.
Ariel likes that one.
Now girls, we've got our physio students from Griffith University here again on the show court. Now I noticed that there's a few girls from St Michael's that have the ankle brace. Can you talk about that? There's probably one or two from St Catherine's as well. Can you just talk about that in regards to the support it gives or the function or whatever it might be?
Yep, so obviously netball, you're moving quite quickly, and when you come to stop, when you've got the ball, you can easily get a lateral ankle sprain. So when your ankle goes sort of downwards and your foot goes in there. So depending on the severity, people it can range from a couple of weeks out to like months if you need surgery to repair it. So a good thing to have after that main time off, especially when returning to sport, is an ankle brace just to provide support on the outside of your ankle so you can't roll in again.
Okay. What about the Achilles? You hear about injuries with the Achilles tendon, etc. Is that the same sort of, the brace sort of help with that as well, or is it?
Well, Achilles is more for like explosive. Well, Achilles injuries are usually old people's injuries, but when you hurt your Achilles, it's to do with explosive movements because it attaches to the muscles. So when you're looking at an ankle sprain, it's more so the ligaments in the ankle rather than the Achilles, which sits behind.
So that'll work out pretty well for me, seeing that there's no explosive movement for me at all, so I'll never do an Achilles, that's for sure. All right, we're getting close to there's the siren or the buzzer for the second half. Centre court pass from St Catherine's in the Whitsundays. They've had a few positional changes as well. Looks like they've got a new goal shooter. There's been a couple changes there. Oh, that's a good goal.
Very nice shot there.
And it looks like St Michael's has had a couple of changes as well, sort of in the centre court area. The contact there in the circle, so the goal shooter for St Michael's, and she gets that one in. St. Catherine's 8 points and St. Michael's 7 points. There was a bit of a wild throw from the centre court player from St. Michael's. The idea was there, just not backed up. I don't think the goal attack or the goal shooter were prepared for it.
Nice movement there through the centre court for St. Catherine's.
They do move the ball pretty well. They get on a bit of a roll there through the centre court area,
Definitely.
in that middle third, and they just shoot the ball around real quick. So St. Michael's centre court pass.
So if you haven't got your tickets yet, head on over to the Emmaus College tent and get some now. We'd love to see you. We're just for a chat.
I think the big area or the key thing with some of these players is just that communication, especially near the circle. Either the ones trying to feed in the circle or the defensive players talking to each other as well. And St. Michael's, the goal attack. Number 1, Jessica, so she gets that one in, so 9 points to 8, still for St. Catherine's. There we go, St. Michael's got the ball again. St. Michael's goal shooter gets that one in, successful goal, and we have 9-all. There's one pass over to the goal shooter for St. Michael's. Gets that one in, so now they take the lead. 10 points to 9 over St. Catherine's.
St. Catherine's with the centre pass here. So hopefully they can score, keep it level.
St. Michael's is working hard. They're trying to do that couple of intercepts there. Oh, held ball. Held ball. I think she sort of relaxed a little bit and then panicked. Tried to pass it back to the centre court player for St. Catherine's on the circle. All right, St. Michael's moving it down the court. The girls finding open spaces. Good balance from the goal shooter. Gets that one in. So St. Michael's now moved to 11 points.
Feels like St. Michael's have got a bit of a groove on.
You can certainly see when they're in attack, they're just moving so much faster now compared to what they were in that first half. Good pass from the centre court player to the goal attack for St. Michael's, and she scores another goal. So St. Catherine's centre court pass. St. Michael's, I think they broke there on the centre pass. Just the enthusiasm to get in there and I think get the ball. That is a fantastic goal. That was a long shot too. So the goal attack. St. Michael's in again, so 13 points to 10 for St. Michael's over St. Catherine's Catholic College. That's a good intercept. Oh, footwork. So it was St. Catherine's just got pinned for the footwork. They're both out of play for St. Catherine's. So pretty well a clear goal for the goal shooter for St. Michael's. Just over 5 minutes to go. It's been a few turnovers, but then they sort of get it back again, so they're still working well together. That was a quick pass. Knew exactly where she was going to be. Goal attack to the goal shooter for St. Catherine's. Oh, there's a good intercept. The goalkeeper for St. Michael's had to leap high there. Good elevation.
Where they are taking names for up-and-coming commentators. Live on the line games all day, and they need you to help commentate. So go on over to the GTA table.
Bit of backwards and forwards at the moment.
There are still some spots available for the
That goalkeeper for St. Michael's. She's tall and she's got a good elevation on the jump. St. Michael's moving it down the court again.
Become a commentator.
So the centre court player for St. Michael's feeds it straight into the goal attack. Shoots the goal, so St. Michael's now 15. Over 11 points to St. Catherine's. Another good pass, feeding it straight into the goal shooter. So the held ball. Took too long to take the shot, I think there. Right, so St. Catherine's get another opportunity. There's a good tip. Wing defence for St. Michael's, knocks it out. Reposition themselves, just reset. Right, straight into the St. Catherine's goal shooter. Missed that one, gets another opportunity. And she gets that one in.
12-15 here. Still pretty close.
Still anyone's game, yeah. Like a lot can happen in the 2.5 minutes that we've got left. Especially the way they've been moving on the court, the intercepts. Oh, there's a good pass from St. Catherine's centre. Oh, the goal shooter missed it. So back to St. Michael's. Throw in from behind the line. Moving it down the court.
Then you need a commemorative program. Come on over to the QISSN tent and get yourself a commemorative program. $5 each.
Goal shooter and goal attack for St. Michael's working well together. They're giving themselves some open opportunities to be fed the ball from the centre court player. They score another goal, so 16 points to 12 to St. Michael's.
This St. Michael's centre is quite quick. It's really moving around the court very well.
They're very agile, very quick. That speed, just the takeoff. I think she reads the game pretty well too. That wing attack for St. Michael's, also coming in to feed the ball into the circle.
Another good goal there for St. Michael's.
So 1 minute to go. St Michael's with the ball. Working it down towards the circle again.
Very nice movement by the GA there.
18-12, St Michael's taking on St Catharines.
Goal attack scores for St Michael's. So 19 points to 12.
Down on court 3, Woolbag again is winning against Sheldon 17.
25 seconds to go.
St Patrick's College 12, St John's Catholic School.
Nice goal to
a good goal.
finish.
Yeah, that was a good goal.
St Anthony's Catholic College 16 and St Joseph's 10 on court 5. Down on court 6. Also, St Gabriel's are winning 18-8 against Blackheath. Thornborough.
I thought they had the opportunity there for that one last one. There's the buzzer, that's the full time. It's another great game between St Michael's College in Merrimack and St Catherine's Catholic College from the Whitsundays. So hopefully those girls enjoy the rest of their week here in Brisbane for the carnival. And thanks to our 2 physio students for commentating the other game, or this game, on the show court. So good luck, girls, on the box there, and good luck with the rest of your studies.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.